Hi Capricorn, welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Capricorn, I'm trying something a little bit new here. I'm trying to just focus in on the cards and focus the camera down so that you can see whatever I'm seeing. And as I said, I'm trying it out. So if you feel after the reading that you want to give me some feedback about what you think of this new format, then please do. At the end of the day, it's just where I'm feeling the most comfortable. So that's going to sort of decide it all at the very end of it, but I'm just trying it out to see how this format works. So I'm starting with this life purpose deck for you today. It's a general reading. It's the 15th of December, and I've set the date to somewhere mid-month December to mid-month January 21. So Capricorn, what's going on with you? And it's a good thing we have just stepped over to the other side. That's what it feels like. We're past this. Okay, I'm being told to be quiet, so I'm just going to be quiet for a bit. We passed this new moon on the 14th and this total solar eclipse, and it feels like it just brightened everything up. For me, it just felt quiet yesterday. It wasn't quiet. I had my 2-year-old here, and he's playing with fire trucks, and he's so noisy. So I'm not saying that it was quiet in that way, but the ethers, like the energy around me, I just felt a quietness, if that makes sense. I don't know what you guys felt, but it feels different for sure. Justice. So first, Capricorn, you could have a Libra placement. You could be dealing with a Libra right now. Other than that, there's something about good karma returns. Whatever you sent out for a while is now coming back to you. If there's any type of legal system type issues, that's going to work out in your favor. If this is you helping somebody out, that's gonna sort itself out. On the bottom it says what? Nothing. Because this is not my bad eyesight. Your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. So yeah, you could be working in the legal system. It could just be that you're a really good friend right now, or that friends are really helping you out. We're gonna go deeper and find out so much more with the other decks. But the Justice card is coming out to sort of give you good karma back. I know this card doesn't show on camera now. I just want to say that I'm aware. We're using all the decks I'm using. I've listed them down below in the description box if you're interested. So we have the basic energy for you for the upcoming month. You saw maybe the first one, rest and rejuvenate, number 4. And then we want another one. There we go. 18. So we just... Okay, so we're going to do one at a time. But 18 is all about the moon and that we just stepped out of, coming from the shadow side and into the light. So it makes perfect sense. We're starting here with rest and rejuvenate, number 4. So 4 is all about laying a new foundation. It's your heart energy center. The blue border speaks about your throat chakra, your throat energy center, and how you're inspired, you're recommended, whatever you want to say, guided, to really speak your truth at this moment, to really be authentic with yourself. If there's any type of choice that you're going through right now, or if there's any type of, like, what decision should you make, to really truly connect in with your inner being, with your heart, and just be very honest with yourself. So I don't know if you're in, like, I don't know, whatever choice you're about to make, whatever, like, not to make it out of somebody else, what you think that will be the best for somebody else, to really just think about yourself. What is the best choice for you? And there's something about it's not going to like come back and bite you. What is going to come back and bite you is if you keep making choices that fits what you think will make other people happy. So there's something about, like, really stepping into your authentic version, really be true and honest with yourself. Go inwards. If that is through meditation, if that is through yoga, if that is through just spending time with animals or being out in nature or listening to good music, whatever sort of puts you in that alignment so that you can sort of feel your true soul's voice, like your true inner being's guidance right now, then do that. Okay? And then we have the shadow card. And this 18 shadow card is all about the moon for me. It's really beautiful because we have the moon represented in this like clothing here on this side, and then we have the sun represented in this clothing on this side in the light. And I love how we just had the new moon with the total solar eclipse. It's a game changer. It really is. And you probably will feel it continue to build now. It's like it's building up towards a climax on the 21st. And so there's a lot of portals and a lot of openings and a lot of shifts right now, ever since the 8th of the 8th of 2020. And then coming into the 11th of November, the 11/11 portal. And then also, I haven't talked too much about the 12/12 portal, but there was an opening there as well, like on the 12th of December. Then we had this new moon, so a total solar eclipse on the 14th. And then we're working ourselves up to the 21st of December, which I feel is going to be the biggest shift. And then we're wrapping it up with a beautiful full moon on the 30th of December of 2020. So it's like, it's a breathing out. And I feel like in between here, you have now 6 days till the 21st to really set your intention to come out of the shadow side of yourself and go into the light. To just really, I know it's such a almost cheesy thing to say, like go into the light, go towards the light, seek the light. But it really is whatever brings you light every single day now, and that should be an intention for the rest of your life. But I understand it's a bit of hard work sometimes to just not go where sort of, there's so many people that are so reactive to life. Stuff happens and you react to it. And there's so much more power in just taking that power back and just, instead of react, to just be, I guess, proactive, and I guess just setting the intention for what you want. So it's not like you're wondering about, there we have it again, a tiny bit of like wondering about just reacting to what other people are doing. If you're sort of really rigid, it sounds like a negative thing, but if you're really like strong and focused and solid in your own energy, staying true to your light, it doesn't matter what everybody else is sort of coming up with, whatever, like, I don't know, negative, fearful, worrisome things that they have going on, because it doesn't affect you when you're in the light. So set the intention for the upcoming 6 days, if you want to, of course, to just go towards the light. Okay? And we have a black border which speaks about the connection in with the universe. The 18 is like it's a new beginning with a number 1, and it's a number 8, which is endless possibilities for you right now. Endless possibilities there with the infinity sign. And here we have the second sort of little hint that good karma returns to you. It's like whatever you send out is now coming back. Whatever you send out is now coming back. It's also so above, so you don't see that. So above, so below, so in heaven, so on earth. It's something with the good karma returns here. That justice is being made in your favor. If there's any type of ruling, you're going to win it. There's so much that comes up around that, but we're just leaving that for now. So we're going to clarify this rest and rejuvenate first. Ooh. Rest and rejuvenate card. I want to say almost another moon card. It's not, but it's so connected in with the moon. So Capricorn, you might be really, really, really connected in with the moon. And the biggest shift, I'm just being reminded of it. Of course, Capricorn, it's going to be such a major shift for you on the 21st. The reason why, Saturn, if you're not into the planets, like I am not either, I'm actually learning as I go here. And I just recently discovered that, like, hey, there might be something to this thing with the planets having different positions. And these tarot cards, they actually are quite cool. They actually tell a story, It's not just the intuitive reading. It's there's actually a reason behind all of these tarot, and a reason behind astrology, and the reason behind the connection between astrology and tarot, and also numerology for me. And so I just want to say that on the 21st, Saturn, the planet Saturn, is moving out of Capricorn and into Aquarius. And Saturn has been stationed, and I think we brought this up maybe on the, if you haven't checked it out, you can check that out. The 14th and the 21st, I do a little mini reading for each and every sign for what to expect now up until the 21st. And almost towards the end of the year, I would say. And it's like Saturn has been stationed in your sign ever since January. That's really when the pandemic started to hit. It's really when, you know, a lot of people went into lockdown. It's such a, you probably needed to dig deep. It probably hasn't been an easy ride up until this point. And so just the fact that Saturn now moves out of your sign and stepping into Aquarius, where there's so much freedom, but that you're not sort of in lockdown anymore. You're not being held captive, which it could have. You can rise above this. You know, on any given day, you can rise above this. Any given day, that's a movie with Al Pacino and Cameron Diaz, I believe. So maybe that's significant for somebody. So on any given day, I think that's the name. Anyway, title. You can create whatever life you want. You don't have to wait for Saturn to move out of your sign. But it's a hell of a lot easier. Just like it is having a friend next to you that is super negative. You can still create whatever, that's why it's so important to step into the light and just stay put there and not be so bombarded and not be so reliant on the shadow or the stuff, the bullshit that's going on around you. If you stay true to that, it doesn't matter where Saturn is located. Is it easier when Saturn is not there to just, dwell in the shadowest part of you? Is it easier if you don't have the most pissed off friend right next to you, or if you have a really moody partner right next to you, or coworkers that just don't get you and they're making sure that you understand that they don't get you? Is it easier to have a person next to you that is just so cheerful and so wanting to root for you, that so wants the best for you? Of course. So let's say that Saturn has been that moody friend or moody partner, and that moody person just got fired. And so they're out of your life from the 21st of December, which is the 1/12, which I love how that mirrors everything. On that very day, you might even feel like, oh my God, it's like your own reflection is just being brought back instantaneously. There could be instant manifestations through the roof on that day. And then come after. Can you be that today? Yes, it can, but it's a bit tougher. So use the energy. So very much moon feeling here again. A little bit of Libra feel here again with the pillars there for some reason. Could have just as well been Gemini. Because it said Gemini, there might be Gemini as well. But I pick up more Libra here today. Justice is being returned. So there could be something that you also are going to find out after this. Now the climax rising up to the 21st of December, that after the pissed off person has been fired and we're moving into Aquarius, where it's like wish fulfillment after wish fulfillment, there might be information that comes to you, information that hasn't received either your interest or you just haven't been able to see it until that point where sort of the veil is being lifted. This can also be you withholding some sort of information that you want to share with the world, that you want to come this 21st date and move past it. You might want to share some stuff with the world, or with at least with your closest friends. It's also very much about listening into your intuition, which we already have. Be here, listen to the blue border here. Listen to yourself. What's most important for you right now? Powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. So it's the second time you've been asked to go into meditation, to go into that silenced place where you just find the answers way, way, way easier. So we're going to clarify. That's also the spiritual growth going on there with the purple border, and also number 2, which is all about communication and conversation in relationships. I want to clarify this shadow card. Wow. So it seems like the more you step into this light side of you, to the light body of you, you're going to attract your divine counterpart. That's what it looks like. So another 2. Strong indication of the 22 there. So the master number 22, because we have 2 of Raphael and then we had the 2 of the High Priestess. Number 2 is all about Michael, Archangel Michael. You could feel him around you. You could sense him. You could be in a really deep connection with him. If not, just know that usually Archangel Michael is around when there's a lot of things being manifested. So the master number 11 is all about the dreams and fantasies and visions, stuff that you dream about that you want. Master number 22 is all about Michael coming in saying, okay, let's manifest this. How can we do this? How can we bring this about? So it's not 33 where it's a complete done deal, but it's definitely in the works. You're starting to see evidence of it. And it might that you start to see evidence of a soulmate connection happening here. And it's very attached to the fact that you move out of your shadow side and into your light side. It's like before. So if you feel like you have waited forever for a person to enter your life, or even just your, not just, that's not so just, that's awesome, your soul tribe, meaning it doesn't have to be blood, like by blood, family members, but this is like the type of group that you attract that is so like-minded, that so speaks your language, and you just feel it. You feel it in your bones, that you're stemming from and I love how the word stem is like stem cells, how we stem from the same origin. So that could be going on as well. And the thing is, you're not going to attract your soul tribe, you're not going to connect in with your soul tribe until you more fully step into your light body. Same goes for a divine counterpart. So 2 of Raphael talks about how something needed to be healed first. And whether this is you, Capricorn, or whether this is your person, maybe both, there's something that was in need of healing and becoming a bit more whole before you were able to come together. And that's all about stepping into the light body. When everything is healed, you basically are in your light body. On the bottom, it says 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits, don't give up on those you love. And we have a phoenix rising there in the back, laying there, sort of resting on the on the shores, like we don't want to fight anymore. I see a lot of change with that phoenix rising. I also see a star. So there could be an Aquarius placement for some of you guys. It could just talk about, okay, so once we moved out of Saturn being in Capricorn and into Aquarius, which is happening on the 21st, together with Jupiter, together with Jupiter, in 0 degrees is so fascinating to me. It's 0 degrees. It has no wish yet. Nothing in this constellation between Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius nothing has happened there yet. It's like a complete new set of energy for the earth and for you to manifest things. And when that happens, when that comes, it's like, okay, so we have a wish fulfillment here. The wish fulfillment itself can be the guys, you and your person is coming together, but also indicating that it's going to take place, the actual connection is going to take place after the 21st, once we're in the Aquarius age. Okay, it's really beautiful. What else do we want to tell Capricorn right now? Another 2, oh my God. And then the number 1. So the waiting game, of course. Another number 2, so we have 222 here. So you might start to see number sequences, and you might actually be guided through numerology. There might be a lot of numbers around you. You might wake up in the middle of the night and it says 222, unless you're still awake like I am. And then you maybe wake up at 333. It doesn't necessarily have to be 222. It can just be that you are being guided through number sequences. So it can be 111, it can be 777, it can be 555, you know. But 222 definitely comes on in very strongly here. And I'm going to start with this because it's the waiting game. So because we already have 2 number 2s before, we are talking about it being manifested. It's not a super done deal. It's not standing in your hallway. It's not parked in your garage. It's not that increase in your bank account. It's not like, you know, you can't fully access it just yet, but you might have started a conversation with somebody. You might have like started to look on the internet to buy yourself a car. It's so easy to just use the most simple, whatever it is going on for you. If this is you conceiving a baby, or if this is you selling your business, or like whatever this is for you, fill in the blank. It's a general reading, so it's really hard to tap into everybody's. I'm trying to keep it as general as I can so it fits your story. And so it's all about whatever you're trying to manifest. It's in the works. It's in the works. Okay, it's not a done deal. It's not 33, but it's definitely not. We left the building where it comes to just being a dream. You're seeing it happening now. And so we're in the waiting game, which can be frustrating. Doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be. If you really focus now on we've got that twice here. If you really focus on your intuition, going inwards and connecting with your inner being and your intuition and that spiritual path for you, and if you're focusing on getting out of the shadow side and into your light body, that can be like a really, really thrilling exciting adventure for you right now. And this waiting game always comes out with the suggestion that, you know, try to jump timelines, see what different dimensions are out there. It's not one rigid. That's the second time that I'm using that word, rigid. I don't usually use that word, so maybe somebody just used that, or that's going to come up in the conversation and you're going to understand, ooh, that reading was for me, or just to pay extra attention about something. We don't live in one specific dimension, as we do not live in one specific reality. There's as many realities as there are people and perceptions from that person. And also to be able to go between timelines, go between the different dimensions, is something that you can literally start to practice. I see this window, this little opening. I'm very drawn to that today. And it's interesting because it's just like, okay, we're just painting this right here and we're painting this right there so that we can then put in a number 2 there. Maybe they even as they made the card, they decided that they were going to like do a 2 on top and a 2 on the bottom. And I was like, it doesn't really look good there with a 2 on the bottom as well. Maybe we just leave that blank. It feels like it was just, you know, something that was made as they were making the card. So there's something about filling in the rest here, filling in the blank is what I'm getting with this. Like, okay, we picked out the number 2 there. So what do we want to have here? I don't know. What look good there? So there could be like a final puzzle piece to something. It could be that you really are like decorating a house, or like looking for interior design or something for a new house, or searching for furniture on internet, like the most trivial thing. Going from like searching out for a couch on Amazon to jumping timelines. But that's the beauty of life, that we can go so in between. And whatever it is that you're waiting for, the roots have already been put into place. Like the seed we already have the roots down. And then it has blossomed into this most beautiful tree. And now we're just waiting. We're just waiting. And in the meantime, have as much fun as you can. Have as much exciting journey as you can. 222. Interesting. And then we have passion ignited. So it's like, okay, we're waiting for a bit. We're going inwards. We're stepping more and more into our light body. And as we do, being on this very spiritual path, you see the black border, the 3 purple borders, which speaks about the spirituality. Going inwards, being really authentic with yourself. Excuse me. And the healing of you and the heart chakra. The heart sort of has come out twice as well, because we have the number 4 there on rest and rejuvenate. And we also had the green border, which speaks about the heart center, which is all about the green. So we do this little journey, and then it's like it turns on. Passion ignited. It happens. Number 1, brand new beginning, new start. We're opening up that solar plexus. You're feeling the worthiness. You're stepping into your light body, and you're ready for action. It's like, this is the next level. This is the next step. Really beautiful. It's like a little angel or a little something is dancing there in the fire. This is going to be final advice for you guys, and then we're going to move into the extended. I'm really curious about this. I know it's not a love reading, but still to find out if this is a love reading, if it's soul tribe. And then, of course, whatever spirit wants to bring through to you. So, some final advice for Capricorn, please. Final advice for Capricorn, please. So we have already touched on this, but it seems to be wanting to come out as a full, like, so we have the throat energy center, which we already talked about with this, that it's very important for you right now. There we have the number 5. I felt the 5 vibe here. I felt the 222, 111, 555, 777. So 5 is about great opportunity for change. I know there's a lot of readers out there that keep saying that it's like overcoming obstacles and overcoming hurdles. And yes, a change can feel like a hurdle. A change can feel like an obstacle. But a change can also be the most gorgeous, uplifting thing that has ever happened. So it's interesting when something catches on like that, and then another person hears that, and another person hears that, and it just becomes this thing where if you look into numerology, as it says nothing about that. Unless somebody has added to it, as I would say, 14. I claim my soul right that 14 is the next level of major connection, major beauty, major connection. But this is like all about great opportunity for change. And the way that you change things, the way you're doing it in this change is that you're being real with yourself. You're being honest with yourself. Do you want to go and be with this person because you really want to, or because it's what your parents think is the right thing to do? Do you really want to go and live in this country because you always went there as you grew up as a child, so you haven't even explored other places in the world? Like, what does your inner guidance tell you? Do you want to go work at this job? Or what is your passion? What's your true passion? Do you want to stay in this relationship because it's so tough to leave the other person? The other person will be so sad if you leave them. Or what new relationship do you want to choose? Do you want to choose the one that really looks good for others to watch, or the one that really speaks to your heart? You know, there's something about really being authentic with yourself at this moment in time. The real you, the true you, the authentic version. Okay? I'm going to move into the extended. So if you feel like this is your story, then you're so welcome to the extended reading. It's going to be a link in the description box down below. You just click a little arrow next to the title and a curtain drops down. There you have all the decks that I'm using, and also the link to get you to the extended. If you like this, I never say this, but I'm going to start to say it. If you like this video, you can just hit the thumbs up button. It really helps the channel to grow. And then I will be able to get these messages out to more people that I feel maybe need it. So if you like the video, I can do that. I can watch a video and I really, really enjoy it. And then I don't hit the thumbs up button. Like, it's so silly. So sometimes maybe people just need a reminder to just hit that. I can't see who you are. If you want to be anonymous, there's no way that I can see who hits the thumbs up button. Nobody else knows who you are. It's completely anonymous. Also, as a subscriber, you're completely anonymous. I didn't think that was going to be the case from the very beginning, but it is. I can't check you out, guys. So, thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I hope to see you back soon. Take care, guys. Bye.